Alright, what's up guys? My name is Eric, Floyd and Cal 18. I'm going to be playing the original Legend of Zelda. This is my favorite game ever in the world. So hopefully you enjoy this. Go. Start a new game here. Get the sword. I don't know if you saw there at the name entry screen, name select screen. I'm also been playing this game with, using no sword. I'm sure you guys have seen streams of many YouTubers and streamers do the no sword thing. I'm working on that. I have gotten to the point where I have not died, and I have almost gotten to Ganon, but I'm trying to do it without dying, but I keep getting overpowered by Wizrobes toward the end, so I figure out a better strategy for that. That's gonna be put on hold. Also trying to get it down to being able to do that in maybe like 3 hours. So until I can do that, I'm not gonna put that online, but I can beat this game normally pretty quickly. What I'm doing right now is one of two things. Going this way to collect money. Also, these blue Octorocks will drop bombs. And go. What I'm going to do with these bombs is get a couple heart containers right off the bat. Then right after I do that, I'm going to go get 100 rupees from a moblin. Likes to give out rupees. And it's supposed to be a secret, I wasn't supposed to tell you. But now you know. Sorry, moblin, I told your secret. My bad. Alright. I don't really have to kill those guys. So, you won't. I bet you halfway through, or on and off during this run, I'm going to be forgetting that I'm streaming live, that I'm just playing for myself. So, I might do things that I shouldn't be doing on a stream that save time. My buddy called me, put him on hold. I'm gonna call back though. Alright, so I got the 2 heart containers I was talking about. Got my bombs full. I'm gonna go get those 100 rupees. And also this letter to the old lady. Now this letter will allow you to buy the potion off of the old ladies. Without this, they just kind of sit in their cave by their fire, sit there and don't do nothing. They won't talk to you, they just stare at you. You gotta bring this letter, which I guess, I don't know. I'd like to think when I was a kid that it was like the recipe for the potion. She couldn't make it without the recipe. I have the recipe now. Don't know what to do with all the ingredients. These guys. I don't honestly hate them, I just hate the Spartan. So many of them. You can't hurt them until they stop moving. Alright, this moblin guy's gonna give us 100 rupees. Damn. I don't necessarily need them, but they're gonna help me get the candle, and I'll be at least that much closer to getting the magic shield, which I don't necessarily need right away. It's just helpful to get through some parts, because instead of just, you know, dodging. Here, I'm gonna grab 30 rupees right now. Now, by the time I get back to the shop, I should have picked up enough rupees to get both the candle and the magic shield right off the bat, which is good. Like I said, with the magic shield, where there's the fireballs and whatnot, you can, instead of having to dodge them, you can just like run right into them, because shield will reflect them, so kind of nice to have. Not necessary, but kind of nice. Now these blue Tektites, they like to give money. My experience, I usually like to kill them. There's a pattern that I take, a circle pattern. I guess from your perspective would be that way. But from the starting screen, I go right, and in that mountainous area, there's a blue Tektites for 2 screens, followed by the beach side, which has the levers, the red ones. Those like to give you money. I don't know why I'm going up here on full health. Those like to give you money. I do that, and then I go up through the woods that I just kind of came through, and not that the moblins give you money, but the blue ones can give you bombs. And then I come back around this way. The Octorocks like to give rupees sometimes, not blue ones like the blue Tektites do, but they're a pretty good money grabber. See now, okay, I have more than enough money to grab the candle, which I want to say is 60, and the magic shield, which I can get for 90 in a shop that I have to actually use the candle to burn down the bush to reveal it. So the candle is usually the first item that you'll buy in the game. So 60, and see the shield there was, what was that, 160 or 150? Was it? Yeah, I can get it here, up here. Let's see. Get it up here for 90. You can also get 10 more rupees here too. Let's do that. Let's see something. Okay, cool. Alright. There you go. And then up here, the corner bush, burn that down. Reveal a secret shop. And here, get the shield for 90. And then I don't know who in their right mind would buy a heart for 10 rupees. It's crazy to think someone would. I know someone has to have done it. Might as well keep going this way to go level 1. But I don't know. In that shop especially, you would think you would know the game. Oh, I can get another heart container. And if I really wanted to, yeah, why not? We can go get the white sword. And here I can get another 30 rupees also. And see, now with the magic shield, I don't have to worry about those fireballs by Zora. It's funny, in the manual they call this that enemy Zora. They spell it with an L, Zola. Then later they changed it to Zora, and I think that has to do with the Japanese pronunciation of their R's and their L's, both like an R sound. So it may have been Zola, spelled Zola all along, but then like Japanese and Zola, Zora. And maybe they changed to the Zora, I don't know. But here, if we go up this way, there's a ladder right before, or stairs, or whatever those blue things are. A bridge. I don't know, I always thought they were ladders. There's a ladder just to the screen before, right here. Before the mountain, the lost mountain path, or whatever you take to level 5. You have to go up the mountain 5 times. Get some good action here on the dog spawning spot that it's not a dog. To me it looks like a dog. It's the Lionel. There, dogs. They look like dogs. There you go. Dogs with swords that shoot. That'd be scary. Anyway, here we go with the upgraded sword. Yeah. Now I can kill like the Zols. That's like the big version of the gels. Kill them in 1 hit. Kill those in 3. Nice. The blue Octorocks and the red Moblins I can now kill with 1 hit. Yeah. The blue, like, Tektites? Yeah, not like Tektites, those are always one, not Tektites, levers. I can kill the blue levers in one hit now with this sword. The skeletons. There was one hit, I don't know. I usually always grab this blue sword before the first level, so I forget how many hits these enemies that now take one hit usually take with the wood sword, because I usually get rid of it right away. So. And everyone knows this trick. Go in, leave, go back in, door is unlocked. And I want to say the reason, someone explained to me the reason why that is, and I want to say this is what it's doing. The game, both in these these rooms right here in the beginning of the game, the one on the left and the one on the right, both of them, you have the opportunity to get a key. And because of that, that means that you always have the ability to unlock that door. So the game, I guess, doesn't care to check when you leave the dungeon and come back in if you actually have unlocked that door, because the game assumes that since you can't go anywhere, the first two doors give you keys and then are dead ends. The game assumes that you wouldn't leave that level and come back in unless you have already unlocked that door, so it doesn't check to see if you have or not, it's just unlocked. So that's pretty neat trick there. Exploit the programming. There's a lot of that in these early video games, Nintendo games, because they were, from what I understand, leaps and bounds harder to program for than the Atari 2600 and the other 8-bit, early 8-bit systems were a little simpler. From what I understand, the development, for the graphics, at least, they didn't have really dedicated software to do the graphics for the Nintendo, so really how they designed the sprites was they had a grid with LEDs with lights for the tiles for the characters, and then they would put the colors on there manually and then program to see how it would look, and then it would program that palette or that sprite into the computer. So there's a lot of, because of that and the real archaic, early programming for the system, it's real easy to find some exploits that benefit the gamer, just because the programmers really were just, this is their first, they were dipping their toes in the water with programming pretty much for the first time with complex games. Ones that weren't just one or screen or just a few screens like they were in the Atari. This was something completely different. Like Zelda, like this game. I mean, there's Adventure for the Atari, and Adventure was awesome, but it was, you were a square running through different colored screens. The dragon sprite was pretty cool in that, but there was not much of this. There were puzzles and everything, but it wasn't as, I don't want to say polished, because I feel like A Link to the Past is the polished version of this game. But this is, I guess, more refined, is maybe the word I'm looking for, compared to Adventure. So, let's see what this... I don't know, I'm just checking. I'm new to this YouTube gaming thing, so I'm just looking at stuff just because I don't know what all it means. Oh, I already went this way. Can I? Yeah. I'm not even paying attention. I'm more or less paying attention to what I'm saying than I am with the game. At this point, the first couple levels is like muscle memory, like I'm walking in my sleep. Not really paying attention to what I'm doing just because I've done it. Like, what I tell people when they ask me what my favorite game is, and I tell them the original Zelda, and then I also tell them that if you took every video game ever that I've played, even A Link to the Past and Super Mario World, which I've played crazy amounts, I still don't think if you took every other game ever that I've ever played and add them all up, the hours spent, I still think I've played this game more. It sounds nuts. Dragon Warrior might be a close second. Meaning that I guess you'd have to maybe take Dragon Warrior out of the equation to get to that, like, more game, you know, played this more than every other game combined, because I played a shit ton of Dragon Warrior. And that's a game that you really can't, like, you're spending hours and hours playing that game because, I mean, at the beginning, there's that little trick that you can go by the mountains and the hills right by the castle that the game thinks you're further south than you actually are, and so the more powerful enemies like the Scorpion Magician, Magic Drakey and stuff spawn right by the castle, so that you can, you know, level up pretty fastly. But after that, to that point where those enemies aren't giving you the amount of experience that you need to actually level up quickly, the game takes a good amount of time, because you can grind in an area, and you can warp back to the castle and recharge and everything, you don't have to use an inn, but it's just, it takes a long time. So, if you put that game in, I don't know, maybe then that statement's false. I don't know. I haven't played the hell out of this game, but I also have with Dragon Warrior, just because of the grinding. I don't know. But anyway, regardless of the fact, this is the game I played more than any other game. So, it's by far my favorite game. No question about that. Alrighty. So now the next step. Alright, again, I just want to see something. The next step is level 2. Now I can kind of shoot these guys in the... Before I had the boomerang, I didn't want to kill the spiders when they were in the wall, because there would be no way to grab whatever they dropped. I didn't have the boomerang, but now that I do, I don't care where they die. You know, this isn't the more powerful boomerang, it goes far enough. Okay, so I lied, it's the red levers that can kill in one hit. The blue ones still take 2, but... Or they take 2 now, but... See how they like to get blue with things up, so I like to go this way. And if I need bombs, I go right one more screen. There's that screen full of the blue Octoroks. I like to drop the bombs. Excuse me. And there's a rule that every 10 enemies that you kill within an specific enemy group will drop a bomb. And I've had it explained to me a couple times, and I still have yet to grasp how exactly to control that. I just have to look into it more. Instead of casually watching someone playing the game and explaining it while they're playing, I have to watch over and over again what they're doing. Getting hit purposefully. I think they do that when they forget what count they're on. But as long as you don't get hit, every 10 enemies of a certain enemy group will drop a bomb. Which isn't as useful in this playthrough, but if I were to do especially if I were to do a swordless run. I mean, bombs are the most important item in that run until you get the magic wand. But even with the magic wand, there's still some enemies that require a bomb, like the Wizrobes, which is what makes the game at the end extremely hard, because those Wizrobes, even if you have the full 16 bombs, they don't like to die. So this is probably the easiest dungeon in the whole game, even easier than 1. It's pretty straightforward. You just follow the non-keyed door path. See, I just killed. In every room there's a master enemy, like one enemy that if you kill, everyone else in the room will die. And if you just noticed there, I killed one Goriah, and then the other one, second to the last one, or the last one died automatically. That's because the second to last one was the master enemy. So, now here, if I go right, kill these Goriahs, and I will get the magic boomerang, which can travel further than the wooden boomerang. and it's also faster, which helps when there's rooms full of keys, because the boomerang will kill the keys. You'll see me utilize that. I forget if I didn't when I got the boomerang, or not the boomerang, the bow, because I didn't have the boomerang. I went underground for that, but you'll see. And then level 3 when I get the raft, I'll be shooting my boomerang like that, diagonal and stuff, as I'm going up and down the ladders. That way the keys don't kill me. They hurt me, they won't kill me, but they'll hurt me. And see, I'm getting hit here when I shouldn't be. I'm usually better at this game, but because I'm playing on a high-def TV, the flat screen, I have so much like muscle memory that I'm like conscious of. Like the way that I play this game, like my movement is so deliberate down to the millisecond, to the point that like when I'm playing this game, I will run into enemies when I really don't want to, and like miss enemies when I'm trying to stab them when I'm really not to, because I'm used to playing on a CRT TV, where the response rate of the refresh, like, you know, your input lag, it was minimal compared to just this cheap Sony flat screen TV that I have. So it's like my movement is so like ingrained from a CRT like response speed, and me trying to go through the game real quick, that like the timing is off, and it's just literally milliseconds or frames or whatever. But I'm used to these frame perfect like movements, like right there. I should have been able to go through that bush. Shouldn't have got hung up on the bush there by turning the corner. It's stuff like that that makes playing on a modern TV harder. Like, for example, Super Mario Brothers, forget about it. Like, that game is so much more difficult. I mean, not by a lot. Mario 3 is probably even worse than Super Mario World for sure, because I'm so used to making button presses at just precise frame in the game, that with the higher delay in this modern TV just makes those movements. I have to relearn them. I basically have to relearn these games in order to get as good as I am on a CRT, on a modern TV. I'm getting there, but like you should have seen, like when I first tried to play Super Nintendo on a modern TV, you should have seen me try to play Mario World. It looked like I had just, for the first time, was playing it. It was bad. But I'm getting better. What I'd like to do to get is like the biggest, nicest Sony like Trinitron CRT TV that I can get before they just become like where you just can't get them because people just throw them out. They're in landfills. I have a pretty decent one now. The Toshiba. It actually even has a high definition over-the-air like tuner. It's not rectangle, it's square, but it's still, you can get the over-the-air channels with it, which is without a converter box, which is really cool. But it's not the best picture quality. It has what they call color stream, which is component, so that's kind of cool. But it does have RGB. I don't know if it's got S-video or not. I always thought this level was funny because, for whatever reason, I'm not sure why, it looks like Link is more pale. Like his skin color is lighter than it is in any other level or the overworld. I'm sure there's some sort of palette thing, but it's just funny. Like how Link is sick in this green dungeon. The color of the dungeon is so bad that it's making Link sick. But it is. I gotta kill some darkness. Or as me and my mom called them when we were a kid. When I was a kid, these are cats. Cats suck. Well, I'm better at killing them. by far when I was a kid. These guys just gave me nightmares. That's nice. There's a special technique to killing these guys. You're doing with bombs when you're doing the North Sword run. And I know of the secret, but to use it practically, I need more practice. It's like you have to face the way you would face if you had the sword. Like the guy was like this, with his back towards the screen. I'd have to either be facing him this way or this way behind him when placing the bomb. Like if I were, even though like the bomb was going off and like he would, if I was facing this way and did it and it hit him, it wouldn't count. I don't think. It's something weird like that. This room right here is the first real challenge of the North Sword run, to get the raft to kill those guys with the bombs. And really it's not even necessary at the point like to do it fourth in the game or third, because you can't even beat level 4 until you get the magic rod. So like the only point of doing that is like I guess to get the heart container that's over on the eastern side of Hyrule. That heart container, I mean, that's really the only point with the raft other than to get to level 4. So you don't necessarily have to do it until you get the bomb upgrade. It's doable, but it's not necessary. Unless you want that one heart container. Well, I guess, let's see. I guess you do need it, because you have to get the ladder out of level 4 in order to get to 5, which then you need to get to 6. I guess... I'm trying to think if you actually have to do that. Level 6 is where you get the... I'm trying to think, where do you get the whistle? I guess that is level 5, so yeah, you would need it. Asshole. Okay. I could have killed him with the bomb, I don't know why I didn't. I should have, that was stupid. Alright, though. Oh wow, that was funny. Alright. Here we go, level 4. Knocking on your door. Level 4. Mowing them down. Mowing down. Back to rocks. Bam, bam. This game is so fun. Ah. I hate the lag. And I bet you there's even more lag because I'm going through the game capture back to the TV. So I bet you there's even more lag than normal just because of that. Oh well. There we go. See, this level, this would make, like, I would think, in my opinion, look more pale than the previous one. See how he's darker now? He's more tan. I don't know. It's weird how that is. But Nintendo is a primitive system compared to the Super Nintendo, which had, you could show, like, you know, millions of colors on the screen at once. This was like 16. I don't even think it was that much. But maybe an 8. 16 may have been the Sega Master System. And to, like, compensate for that, parts of character sprites are transparent. I want to say the eyes of the keys are. Pretty sure they are. Until you get the Master Sword, the Magic Sword, or whatever they call it. Guys. They give you nothing too. Like when you kill them, nothing. Because the bats don't give you anything. They don't give you anything. Just like if I had the wooden sword, those souls would give me nothing. Alright, go this way. Bubble. Alrighty. Got done saying how much I hate these guys. There's a room full of them, why not? Oh, their eyes aren't transparent. They would have turned blue over the water. Come on, die. Stupid bat. Okay. That's why I hate those guys. Especially with the lag. I'm gonna be bitching about the lag, I'm sure. A ton. So I apologize, forgive me. Oh no, no. That guy hit my I know he did. Bastard. If you didn't know, that was a like. Or what I thought looked like Big Macs when I was a kid. I've heard other streamers call them pancakes. But they're likes, and they like your shield. They love it. So if you get caught in one, especially when you have anything other than the magic sword or master sword or whatever, they're gonna eat your shield because you won't be able to kill them in time. Luckily I have a decent amount of money, so I can go. I just gotta make sure I have 100 by level 5 for the bomb upgrade. It's level 5. Oh, I'm going this way. I don't have to go buy my shield. I can hold off on doing that. I don't necessarily need it. Get on my way. Alright, let's do the bomb trick. May have been last night I was playing this, and I got him on both of those guys, the one from the last level and that guy, on one bomb. Waterfall. I don't want to open that door, I don't think I should. I'll go this way. Nope. Get the map though. It would just be the pressure playing online. No. See, okay. Computer. Messages. Probably loud as hell, wasn't it? Yeah, let's actually do this so that don't happen again. There we go, we're gonna mute. That way. Oh, it happened again. I muted my phone too earlier, because it was ringing, so. My buddy's gonna be pissed, but that's okay. That's fine. This ain't good. No, no! I died. I want to die. But I died. Oh well. So what? I died. What of it? Normally this I would have retried and done from the beginning, but this is stream, so. Yeah, you may have noticed I'm playing on the Wii U's Virtual Console. Not playing on my NES. Because I wanted it to look nice. I don't have a frame meister. There'd be even more lag. I did it that way. And then I do have a a Retron 5, but I feel like if I'm going to play on the Retron 5, the only upside is I'm using an NES controller, but I don't mind using the Pro controller, it's quite comfortable. So, I do like the Nintendo controller, and I like holding it but it's purely based on nostalgia, not practicality. But sometimes I do think it's more beneficial to play with the NES controller, but that's only on a CRT TV when like the movements, like I was saying, were going to be more precise and whatnot. So really, high def TV, playing it with the Wii U, probably the best way to do it. I would like to get one of those AVSs though. The Nintendos that I have the HDMI output and the 4-score built in. That would be awesome. But they're like almost $200, which is like the same. They're like the same price as the Retron 5, pretty much, from what I understand. And the only advantage is that it's not emulation; it's actual hardware. From what I understand, it's like they rip out. I don't know if they rip out the parts from an NES, but it's like an FPGA, whatever, I forget what that stands for. But basically they can program the card, the chip, to perform the exact same way and do the exact same calculations at the exact same speed as the original Nintendo processor and everything. So you don't have any of the weird incompatibility with games like Castlevania 3 and others. I mean, Castlevania 3 is the one I know off the top of my head that really doesn't like to work on non-original Nintendos. I think there are a couple others too. I know I have a Generation Next. I don't know if you know what that is, but it was supposed to be like a programmable chip that was basically it was supposed to be the exact same chip, like the exact same chip Nintendo had used for their processor, but just put on a modern, smaller circuit, and it wasn't. It was just like every other clone NES where the music's wrong, the colors are wrong. I still use it because because I don't have a Japanese AV Famicom. So for my disk system games, I use it. Except for whatever reason, Mario Brothers 1 and 2, the Japanese Mario 2, and Mario 1 on the disc version, the sound is all crazy weird. I don't know why. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna take the time to get the blue ring right now because I don't really need it. I'm gonna go right here to level 5. Level 6 is when I'll need it because that's when the Riz robes come into play. But here, I just need the 100 rupees that I have to buy the bomb upgrade. Oh wait, I need arrows. I'm pretty sure the boss of this level is Goma. So, as you may or may not know, you need to aim into the eyes of Goma. That's what the old man began the level tells you. I think it's aim, it might be shoot, but I want to say it's aim into the eyes of Goma. He's trying to give you a hint that you need to use the arrow when you get Goma's eyes open in order to dispatch him. And this Goma, the red one, it takes just one hit, it's super easy. Later on in the game, as a mini boss, there's a blue one, and he takes like 3 or so. Air Fairy. One of my old managers from work texted me about watching Pink Floyd live thing on MTV. And I would watch it, but I don't have cable. I have PlayStation View, and they just recently, like within the past, like I think it was like the first week of January, they couldn't get a deal done with Viacom, and so I lost Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, MTV, some other channels I don't really care about, but those are the ones that I would have wanted to keep. So I can't watch it. Boo. It seems like Viacom is always making bum deals, or or asking for too much money from smaller market or smaller cable companies, which is a shame because I think the whole industry is moving away from cable and it's all going to be online. And I think PlayStation View is, and like you got that, and you got what's the other one? The Sling Box thing. So now I need to get my rupee upgrade because I don't have enough to get the bombs by the arrows. So luckily that's down here. There's 2 more 100 rupee upgrades or giveaways or whatever you want to call them I could get. One's over by the Lost Woods though, so we're gonna do this one because it's right here. Where is it? Right here. Which one is it now? Huh? There we go. I heard my iPad go off in the other room. That's funny. Keep texting me. Alright. So now I got enough. Get the bombs. So back up to level 5 we go. I wasn't paying attention, I was looking to see what was going on the stream and oh well. Good. Alright. Up the mountain we go. Bam. Alright, let's do this. I like the green color of this level. Shit. I hate having to light the candle. It takes up so much, I don't know, time. I just don't like it. No sir, I don't like it. Left here? I love that, the cracks and everything. And bomb here. Alright, now if you were doing the swordless run... Ooh, shit. Alright. This is the hardest part. When you're doing the swordless run, I was gonna try to say, but man... That was close. I can shoot my sword, I'm trying to stay. I did. You guys suck. So bad. I want to say there is more lag when I through the game capture card. Because I have killed these guys with no sword on this TV, and it just seems like even just killing it with the sword difficult, more so than it normally is. So there might be some more lag due to the game capture card. All right, power through it. I go. No, that's okay. This is where I get the ladder. Or I mean the whistle. See, I guess that'd be the one benefit in getting the blue rain, because these guys wouldn't do as much damage. Should be good. Shouldn't really worry about them. Shouldn't have really had to take that potion last one. I just wasn't on my game in the game. So, alright, here we go, whistle. Now, cool thing about this whistle, which I'll show you. And if you're fans of Mario 3, you will recognize this tone. Because Mario 3 stole that, or borrowed it, or used it, whatever. They took that sound, the same tune, from Zelda's whistle and put it on the warp whistle from... It's actually, essentially, this warp whistle from this game is the same warp whistle, like Mario 3 took Link's warp whistle and used it, because the same thing happens in Mario 3 when you blow the whistle. The same music, and then the same tornado comes and gets you. That's kind of funny. They did that. Nintendo kind of gave a little wink out to Zelda. Mario 3. This way. Alright, here we go. I bet I'd like to have more bombs too. Do this. I have 12. Ooh. There are 4 bomb upgrades each. Not that there are 4 bomb upgrades, but each upgrade is worth 4 more bombs in your arsenal. So the next one I'll get at level 7 will be 4 more, which will bring it to the max of 16. So, and like I said in Swordless Run, once you get this 12 bomb upgrade and then you get the whistle, once you get those 2 items, once you get done with these blue dark nuts, you're golden for the rest of the game for the most part. And I've even skipped getting the bomb upgrade in favor of going to level 6 and getting the magic wand. Like, I think there's a way to do that that's easier, that you can avoid the Wizrobes and whatnot, and get to a room of Wizrobes that's easy enough to kill, and if you do the timing right with the whole 10th enemy as the bomb thing, you can get to the whistle easier, or the magic wand easier than the bomb upgrade. See, this is one thing you can't do when you're doing swordless. Because if you get the smoke in their face like that, so they don't swallow the bomb, they're guaranteed every time. They take 1 hit and they drop the bomb every time. And because I can't do that, I don't have a sword. In Swordless Run, you can't do that. You have to give each Dodongo needs 2 bombs apiece to die, which takes up bombs, and you typically don't get a bomb drop. And you would there because it's always, but I mean, like the enemy itself, the Dodongo itself, wouldn't give you a bomb. So it could, but it's not 100% like it is when you kill him the smoke way. Right now, even though it says I have only 65 rupees, essentially I have 165, because there's still that 100 rupee moblin that I have left to collect from to get the blue ring, which I'm going to want to get before I get to 6, because otherwise that level is a nightmare. Get out of here. I want to use this. I gotta get out on the floor too, I can't just press B. Okay. Turn the lights too, because I forget what kind of floor they're on. I don't think they would give me. Let's forget about them. On these either. Okay. And then these. Pole's voice. I wonder what Pole's means in Japanese. Gotta mean something, because Pole's voice you use in the Japanese Famicom, you actually speak into the microphone in the second player controller, and it'll kill those guys. I didn't need the arrows. I guess Velma's in the next level. Don't matter though, because doesn't matter. I got what I need anyway. Big dogger. Big eyeball. Let's see. 15 minutes, 51 minutes, and we're more than halfway done with the game. From this point on, though, the game gets significantly more difficult. But I should not have died, for one, and two, really, I should not have had to have used my potion of life, water of life, or whatever. But this isn't the best playthrough I've had. That's okay. So typically, what I would have done at that point, at level 4, when like I would have retried the game and to get 0 lives. It's just something that when you go to your name select and there's a number under you, I don't like it. Like, that's how many times I fucked up. I guess everyone can fuck up once. No one can't be perfect. Anyway, what we're going to have to do now is collect money. And this is going to be the boring part, because collecting money is boring. I need 150 rupees. Won't take that long to get, seeing as I have 75, 76 now. Once I have 150, then I can go and next to the Lost Woods, pick up the other 100, and then I can go get the blue ring at the level 6. And after level 6, I can pick up the magic sword, make things way easy. Which they have to be, because the enemies get a lot tougher. And those blue whiz robes, I mean, kill those with bombs, or like the white sword that I have now. With bombs do as much damage as the blue sword does. It's just crazy. Especially if they get into the panel where they get caught in where you're in their line of sight, because that's when they just shoot you with the magic. And they're so powerful. I don't know why I went this way. I don't need bombs. When I do swordless, a lot of people like to get money to buy bombs to re-up their bomb supply, but I found out if you trap a blue Octorok between like the bottom of the screen, or just when they're trying to move forward and you shoot a candle at them, they'll walk into the candle twice, which is what you need to do to kill them. Because the candle takes as much damage as the wooden sword does, so it would take 2 flames, and with the blue candle you can only do 1 in a screen, and then once you walk off the guy recharges. So if you set it up where they walk into the flame while you're hitting them with the flame, then they'll die, and that's how you can kill those. And since they drop bombs so frequently, as long as you avoid getting hit, you can get bombs pretty easily from the blue Octorok. So that's my strategy when doing the North Sword run, is using the Octoroks and trapping them against the water's edge or a wall, or just when you have to do it like right at the right moment when they're walking forward. They're about to walk forward, you'll hit them, they'll walk back, and they'll continue to walk forward right back into the candle. So, because normally if you just hit them while they're standing still, they'll knock back, and then you won't be able to hit them with the flame that stays on the screen with your when you use your candle. So, maybe I'll try to demonstrate that here when I go back around. let's see what time is it. I've been doing this money thing for like 3 minutes now, almost. It's bad. I just need 27 more. More, so let's see. And I'll get my upgrade. Go do level 6 real quick. Level 7 quick. 8 will take a little bit, and 9. Unless I go try to bust out a map online or something. 9's gonna be... I have a good idea of which way, at least the direction, like the direction I have to go, but here, watch this. See there. Now he gave me a rupee, he didn't give me bomb like I would have really wanted to had this been swordless, but that was an example of how to get those guys trapped in that fire. So that way you can get bombs off them without having to spend 20, I think it's 20 rupees for 4 bombs. Crazy. I guess if you needed them in a pinch, you know, if you have extra money, after you buy the blue ring, you buy the bait, because we're gonna have to get the bait before level 7 too, so you gotta feed it to the Moblin, I want to say, or it could be a Garaya. It might be Garaya. My bad, I kicked the computer. He's angry, and he's too stubborn to move until you feed him. So you gotta feed him. Alright. Go over here to the Lost Woods area. And the shop that we were going to go to buy the blue ring is the same shop that we would go to buy the bait. Because it's the cheapest, and you have the bait for 60 rupees. See, right now it's basically, I'm just killing these guys out of just because I'd like to. It's fun. But collecting any rupee that I collect after, you know, now, like that one and all these, they're useless. Oh, actually, you know what? I should also try to get enough. I know where I think I can get 30 rupees after this. Let's actually do that now since I'm over 155. So once I go over 155, every rupee after 155 is useless, meaningless, because you can't get more than 255 rupees due to the 8-bit memory constraints of programming. You can only do 256, I think, bits in a or bytes in a bit of memory, and so because of that, 0 counts as a placeholder. So 0 through 255, that's 256 bytes and the 1 bit of memory. So I think that's how it works. So that's why you can only go up to 255, just because that's as much value. You can't hold any more value in 1 bit or byte of information. So that's your cap. But now, because I bought the red bottle of life, water of life, I have to get 60 more coins again here, so... Oh, that's right. I think I know where I can get 30 right off the bat, which will help. Right up here if I bomb. Right here? Yeah. Alright. Okie dokie. So now I just need 23 for rupees and I'm good to go. I'm even getting bored doing this. I don't know, for whatever reason I find like... I guess I'm not getting bored, I'm getting like relaxed. I was talking to a friend the other day about this. Most people think that early Japanese RPGs, like the original Final Fantasy, Dragon Warrior 1 through 4 for the NES, probably people even think the same for Dragon Quest 8 and 7, you know, for PlayStation 2 and the regular PlayStation respectively. A lot of people complain about those games because you have to, what they call, grind, meaning that, like, to get to certain points of the game and defeat certain objectives, you need to be at a certain strength level, and if you aren't, the bosses and the enemies and whatever you have to do, the objective is hard to almost impossible to do unless you're at the right strength level. So what you have to do is just walk through the overworld, back and forth, around, to pick up random encounters, to defeat enemies, to get your experience points up, to get your gold up in order to gain levels, to gain more powers, more spells, and then also to gain enough gold to buy the expensive weapons and armor and stuff that you might need to defeat a dungeon or a certain mini-boss or whatever. People don't like that. People like games like Final Fantasy, pretty much the Super Nintendo Final Fantasies 2 and 3, or 4 and 6, depending on what you grew up with. But regardless, the Super Nintendo Final Fantasies, they kind of, especially like 3, 2 did it too, but like 3 I think even more so. Like, if you went through all those caves and the dungeons and explored them all, you know, went through all the little, like, you didn't use a map to get from the entrance to the mini boss or whatever, the boss of the dungeon. If you actually like crawled through those dungeons and experienced all those random encounters while exploring every excuse me, quarter of the cave, if you did that, by the time you got to the boss or whatever you were trying to get to, you'd be strong enough to fight him and not have to grind, really. Now, what I grind is means like arbitrarily walking back and forth in a certain area of the overworld, not having a destination other than just walking back and forth to get random encounters. That's grinding, and people don't like that. And Final Fantasy 2 and 3 didn't really have that. 2 a little bit, but 3 more so. As long as you went through the story, went from what you had to do to what you had to do, you didn't have to grind. And a lot of people don't like the grinding, but me, like right now, like trying to walk around to get money, or in Dragon Warrior or the original Final Fantasy, just walking around aimlessly to random encounters and hitting A. I find that relaxing. I like it. I mean, it has nothing to do with I just like the repetition. I guess I get lost in the whole process. And so like before you know it, it's like 2 hours later and I'm like way leveled up and have crazy amounts of money, and because I forgot literally what point I wanted to stop and go to my next objective, like whether it was to buy something or to be powerful enough to defeat a certain mini boss or something. I forget, and because I get lost in the leveling up. Just like on Zelda, like in this game, when I'm trying to get the money, there'll be times where I find myself, I'm just going around collecting money and I already have 255 rupees, and it's pointless that I'm doing what I'm doing. I just get lost in it. So I shouldn't say that doing that money thing was boring. It's just it is just relaxing. So that's that. Here we are, we're gonna go to I usually don't ever go through the Lost Woods, but I'm going to now. Because, and I hate this, northwest, southwest is the way you want to go. And ever since stupid Kim Kardashian and Kanye West named their kid North, I can't help but think about that every time I play this through the Lost Woods, because it's northwest. What the hell? You had to go ruin something that was from my childhood by naming your kid a direction in the Lost Woods that I have to go, so thanks for that, him and Kanye. Thank you. Oh well. There we go. Level 6. I could have done level 7 first, but I didn't have the money to buy the bait, so we'll do this. Forget what's through. This might be the one where, yeah, this is the one with Goma. So if I would have gone right, I think there would have been. You hear those? Good, I killed the master. But you hear those stupid frickin'. And see, I guess the upside to doing 7 first, or 6, is I could have gotten the. Oh, you know what I can do? Let's do that. Even though I'm here. Let's do something that I should have done, that I forgot all about. I can get 2 heart containers right now, and get the magic sword. I was gonna say, oh, you can do level 7, get the magic sword early, but we're gonna get it now because we can. Stupid, freaking Lionels. Right now, since I'm over here, I might as well go grab this power bracelet. Because now I can go use the warps. Alright. I can go push one of them rocks, the one on the left. That will open up this stairway. I can go warp to the east side. Get the deluxe apartment in the sky. That's good enough. Excuse me, the ferry. Alright, cool. I wonder what determines how long it takes for them to break out of those clouds. Or whatever. Eggs. I don't know what the hell the game developers meant for those to be. I think they're just puffs of smoke. And they're not meant to be on the screen for that long, but for whatever reason, they can be. Depending how fast the game can load them up in memory. My guessing is it has something to do with the number of sprites on the screen from the previous screen. It's got to delete them and then reload certain sprites, and it just takes time to delete and then reload code. I don't know. But I always wondered what made the game do that. And it's only I think it's only the Seekers there right there. They did it, but it was like crazy quick. And then bam, then they take a long time. Yeah, there you go. Unless there was a way to make the game, like, parts of the game, like the beginning, like the easy enemies easier by saying, hey look, there's gonna be an enemy spawning here. Be ready. And the harder enemies just, like, show up. I don't know. Always wondered. Like, I wish I can talk, like, sit down with Shigeru Miyamoto and just, like, be like, hey man, why is this the way it is? Why is this the way it is? Alright, cool. So, we got 8, 10, 12. We have enough to get the magic sword now, but I'm going to get another heart container that's just right over here. Since I haven't beaten level 6, I can't use the whistle to warp me to that entrance because it only warps you to the levels that you've beaten. We're gonna have to walk there, but it's not that bad. We'll walk. Especially now that I have the bracelet. Push this rock and get a warp and we get to level 6. Oh. Well, front row level 6. I gotta get the sword first, so. Alright. Okay. I think it's this one. Yeah. Master using it, and I can have this? Really? Alright. And it's planted. Because it's longer than the other swords, I guess. So they had to slant it to get it into the A box. I don't know. Little things I like to tell myself. Alright, now we're good to go for sure, because now I can kill those orange Wizrobes. Or red, whatever. With one hit instead of 2. We'll make this level much easier. Bam, bam, just like that. These guys are nothing now. Nothing. Got nothing on me. Not with my Master Sword. And then I can also kill those stupid, what the hell do they call them? That, fire. The big jumpy bat guys. The guys that release these dudes when you stab them with the white or the wooden sword. I can kill those guys now without them turning into keys. It's awesome. Then they actually drop it, drop items. Good. Always. Room sucks. Stupid likes. Anytime you have a room with likes and blue whiz robes, you're in trouble. Your day is not going to turn out well. Unless you're, you know, really good or lucky. I don't know what that was right there, but we got one of them. We either got really lucky or good, I'm not sure. This isn't even necessary. I actually think I can bomb this wall. It'll take me somewhere I want to go. Let there be light. I forget where I'm at. Ooh, come here. Fuck. Yeah. Take that. Right in the back. Or right in the face. Cool. I think it's taking me to the boss. See? Oh, well, because the fire got him. The fire got the fire. The fire got the fire. That's why he turned into the keys. But just the sword. They go down. Traps in the corner. Los bueno. Shit. Okay, super good. Uh-oh. Okay. Can't believe I didn't lose my shield. Got eaten by 2 likes. That was... Now that was luck. No other way of putting that. I don't know why some of the bats are freaking out, just staying in, I don't know if you noticed, staying in one spot and going nuts. I hit the boss already. I didn't get the magic wand. That's alright though. We'll come back in. Stronger. Or Triforced up. And then we'll get the magic wand. Not that I really need it, but it's kind of nice to have. Oh. I hate those robes. They're the worst. Worst video game enemy. Oh. If I can get him while his eyes still open. Nope, that's right though. Yeah. Come on. Damn. Dead. Be gone. Alright. Okie dokie. So we're almost done. I just need 60. Oh wait. I need 160. Or do I even bother with the? Yeah, because this was supposed to be 100%. So let's get the. Oopsies. Let's get the second bomb upgrade. So I'm gonna need to get 120 more rupees, 119 more rupees, so I can have enough money to buy the bait for the Garaya, the Grumble dude, and the 100 for the other bomb upgrade here. So, but let's see, hour and 15 minutes almost into the game. We're really in the home stretch here. I would consider, after I beat this next level, that's the home stretch. Like, level 8 and 9, those are the 2 longest parts of the game. Level 8 really isn't that, like, there's not a lot of rooms in level 8, but it's a lot of, puzzles as far as, like, stairways to get to point A to point B and whatnot. sorry again for this boring rupee collecting marathon here, but it's necessary evil. Not that bad though. I'm pretty sure there are more. I know that there are more rupee giving moblins in the game, but I think the highest, if there was another one, there might be another 30 somewhere, but that's as high as it would go. It'd be just 10 if there wasn't another 30. Gotta go search for that, really. I think it's, or even like some people are gonna go to level 2, fill the ropes. I think this way is just as fast. The rope way is more or less if you're doing the no sword run, because you can get those ropes to kind of like gang up on you. Okay, and then when they're all following one path, light a bomb. I mean, not a bomb, light the candle, and then they can all run into the flame and die, so you can kill them all, or at least a majority of them, in one hit with the candle. Where you can't kill the Tektites with a candle. So, well, you can, I think, but they just, I mean, that's just one. They gotta exit the screen. It's more tedious, I think, this way, with the sword at least. Is the way to go, and the level 2 way, the way to go if you're doing no sword. So that's why we're doing it this way. If the other ways are better, well, this is just how I've always done it. So there. That's how it is. See, we're not bad. We got 100 already. Just need 60. And I know, just as there was with the Captain as the bomb thing, I think there's a rule with every thing enemies drop, but I had to look up. I know there's a thing online that will show you each enemy group and what they drop and at what time. I just haven't looked into it. Maybe the more I play this game online, I'll look into it just to make the game played faster. So, and I don't think I'll ever try to speed run this game just because I don't know. I enjoy playing it, so I feel like speed running this game defeats the whole purpose of this game. That's to sit and enjoy it, not to get through it. Whereas, like, Super Mario Brothers, I would like to learn how to speedrun that game, because I think that's part of the fun in Super Mario, is just to go to the game as fast as possible. I like to do it with, no warps. Like, I think warping defeats the purpose of the game when you're trying to enjoy it after all these years. I mean, at first, when you're a kid and you find a warp zone, like, oh man, I can warp from level 4 to level 8, do half the game, skip half the game. Well, you know, that's when it would take you, like, you couldn't beat Mario in one sitting. You know, you would get game overs, and like it just couldn't be done. So the warps are cool then, but now as an adult, when I can run through the game without warps in like less than a half hour, then I feel like warping just to finish the game as fast as possible isn't fun. I mean, it's cool. People are doing all these techniques and strategies in order to beat the game as fast as possible with warps and whatnot. And it's cool to see some of these little tricks, but I would like to use these tricks throughout the whole game, not just through the first 4 worlds and the 8th world. Not, you know. That's just me. You're almost there. I see 9 more rupees. What I said, it was like 1:15, so that took like 5 minutes to get. I started with, what, 140? Or just 40, I mean. So it's not that bad. Especially when you have the magical sword. It just kills everything in one hit. the red mob wins, the blue mob wins, everything just gets decimated. So makes it even easier. And look, I just needed 1 rupee. I was thinking, oh, I'll get there. Oh. It's probably good to have extra too, just because the arrows consume rupees. Because there's no counter for arrow. They didn't have the memory to make a separate bit of information or arrow counter, so they just share it with the rupee counter. 1 arrow equals 1 rupee. It's not bad system, because when you have like 100 or so rupees that you don't need to necessarily save to spend on anything, that means you have 100 and some arrows that you can just kill Bull's voices with, stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. Because for the majority of the time of this game, except when you really except like right now, you don't have to really grind for rupees all that much. Rupees aren't that scarce when you're not playing no sword and you're playing regular. Rupees are easy to get. So it's not a big deal that the arrows and the rupees share the same counter. Here right now, and just from when I got 160 to here, I picked up 20 more rupees. That's funny. And here we got the beef. That Wendy's lady was asking, where's the beef? Yeah, it was under that Stelfos the whole time. Or that almost, I mean, yeah, almost night. I always found it weird that there are some green bushes in the middle, a bunch of brown ones. Like, where are they, like, what kind of land are they planted in where they survived this drought or whatever? And I'm about to cause a drought right now. Cool. I've been playing the disc system version of this game recently, and I'm used to hearing when you go into the level, the of the disc drive loading the level. And so it's weird kind of to not get that, since I'm kind of been used to the disc drive. I play the disc drive version of the game just because I think it's kind of neat to experience the game in a little different way. Not that the game's that much different, but there's little differences. Some rooms have different enemies. Some rooms have, in the Japanese version, have no enemies at all, where in the US version they do. Being able to blow into the microphone or yell into the microphone to kill the Pole's voices, kind of neat. And it's actually the only way you can kill them in that version of the game. You might be able to do it with your sword, but you can't shoot them with arrows like you can in this version, so there's that. The sound effects are different. I don't know, it's just kind of cool to experience the game differently. The loading times. Their uses, and it sounds stupid, but it's still kind of neat. Uses a different font. It uses a 1 pixel thin font instead of a 2 pixel thick font like this does. So like the word level 7, the word life is skinnier, the numbers are skinnier. It's like a prototype version of the game, and then they fixed a bunch of stuff for this. And yeah, I think you don't have to kill this big dogger. He's cool. These are Stelfos. Trying to bomb guys up here. Find out. Yo. I know. I know. I didn't think so, but I just want to make sure. Packages. There we go. From the beginning of the level again, alright, so. I forget where this guy is. You know why? It's because as a kid I didn't really pick up the bio upgrades. I didn't think they were necessary. You want to say it's like left, but I know it's not completely left because that's where you get to Grumble Grumble, like right up here. Is where you get to him. Yeah, that's before that. So, I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm gonna use up like all my bombs by the time I get to the bomb upgrade dude. That's okay though. That's what happens. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't get the magic wand. Here's the bomb upgrade guy. Alright, so. I gotta go to level 6 again. About the magic wand. No, I'm not gonna get it. It's alright. Because I'm not gonna get the book either. There's no point. Really, even the magic key wouldn't be something I really would need at this point either. I have 10. So, let's just see. Because we're almost an hour and a half into this. Let's just see if we can just beat the game real quick. Yeah, that's gonna be the man. This is what I need, level 7, nothing. What is it, the magic book? No. It's, I don't even know, it doesn't matter. You got this. Love this one. this is where I don't remember as much as I should. The first 4 levels especially, I just run right through them. Oh yeah. Not that I need this either. Just get it. Going down. Yep. Die. Quit running around like a crazy man. Secret, the tip of the nose. I think the old man in the beginning of the level said that. No! Speaking of the beginning of the level. That was not cool. Not cool, game. That's right. Alright, now I just want to beat the game. Now I'm just like saying, alright, whatever. Alright, here. Do this. There's a big chance I might even get the red ring. It's really not necessary. Alright. Good riddance. Wall Masters. Like in all the Zeldas, they had different kinds of masters. These were the Wall Masters, and then in Super Nintendo they were the Ceiling Masters, and then in Ocarina of Time, were they Floor Masters? I know they were in Wind Waker. Here's another Lilac. No, Aquamentus. Lilac is the multi-headed guy. That was Aquamentus. Aquamentus Centus. Weird watching both these screens. I got the one open for the game capture program, then one for YouTube, and there's a delay between the screen in front of me, that screen for the game capture, and then the YouTube one. Like the YouTube one still we haven't even beaten the level yet. I'm all the way over here. Up. now in the YouTube, I just picked up the Triforce. That's the lag. That's kind of funny. Alright. Go to level 8 real quick. Yeah, money doesn't even matter anymore. I still have my red potion. All that. So, money no longer matters. I have plenty of arrows. I have all the heart containers that are on the overworld on these level 8s. And we go to level 9 and beat the game. So this is almost it. Gotta be able to capture at the very end there. Okay, anyway. I always get that confused where the entrance is. I don't know why. Okay, go. Here we go, level 8. Turn the bush down. Yeah. Alright. Now this level, I really forget. I don't have memorized the way to go. So, you'll just have to, bear with me. It's not the magical sword, those guys are nothing. Those manhandlers. I manhandled that manhandler. You didn't know it was coming. I think this is where the book is. I don't need the book, because I don't have the wand, so go this way. Alright, let's go up. Up. One of these guys. No, there's one idea I'm not doing as well. Yeah. I don't really think there's any. I guess I try bombing anything else. But I don't think there's anything in here. No. Hate you guys. You're no fun. Why even at this party? Okay, so the magic key really is useless too at this point. So I'm not gonna bother getting it. All I know, take this from this. Oh. Oh wow. Yeah. Come on, man. Give me a fairy after this too, that'd be cool. Alright, then. Just gonna use that. Something. Right. Nothing's changed, so we go this way. Is it really? You don't say. Have to go this door. have to. Wasted the key. I go to this key door. I don't know. Boom. Glad I just noticed I pushed out. I would have sucked. That's what I was hoping to get. A stopwatch instead of using my arrows. I don't know why. I have plenty of money. Who knows? That tent thing has the bomb thing. That's right, tell you about that. Talking about earlier. Okay, here you go. This is the Gliok. The four-headed Gliok. There's no match. No match for Link. There we go. Got all the heart containers. Got all the Triforce pieces. It's on to Ganon. That's a minute 43 into the stream, and we're almost done. I'm gonna go to level 9. Have enough. I think a blue potion will be adequate. I think there's a place close. I could just buy the... Yeah, let's do that. Where is that potion shop? Over here somewhere? At first probably should have gotten that. Alright, now we have the red potion. 2 potions, full hearts, 12 bombs, 11 keys. Good to go. The rocks. Where's the sign that says watch out for falling rocks? Not in this game. You just find out, hey, there's falling rocks. They didn't warn you about them, but you know, you gotta keep your wits about you. Here's Spectacle Rock. I don't know. Might be stupid. But when I was a kid, I always thought this should have been named Testicle Rock, not Spectacle Rock. I know that's stupid. This music's awesome. Alright, here we go. Which way do I go? Oh, I know. How many bombs I just wasted? Oh wow. Picked it again. Getting lucky with these light bikes. Just go. Go, go, go. Deviate from a previous plan. I want to try to get that red ring. Ooh. Yes. Cool. Alright, cool. Alright, well this will make here now. I got the blue potion, red ring, got 10 keys, 6 bombs. And I'm ready to go. Make sure I'll get a key here. next room. Okay, man. You say so. I like how the rope around the raft changes color with the tunic color, so it's red now instead of yellow. I mean, white or green. Alrighty. This should send us to the left side of the level. Sections. Dude. Bubbles and fucking ghosts. Alright. I feel like I remember where the end was. I can do this in less than hours. We're at 154.5. That's not gonna work. Everybody. I don't feel like this is right. No. talking as much. Kinda trying to figure out what I got to do. Excuse me. I think this is where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, here we go. Guys, ready? Alright, if I can beat him in less than a minute, we'll do it in under 2 hours. Ooh, it's gonna happen. Alright, 143. Nice. I did it. Beat the game in less than 2 hours. Awesome. Well, I hope you like this, and if you do, leave some message in the comments, because I like to do some more streaming. Hopefully, if you do like this, tell more people about it too, because I hope that, you know, it says I have one person watching. I don't know if that means me, or if there's actually someone else in here watching. So if there is someone else watching in here, thank you. I appreciate just one person watching. I'm, you know, starting this for the first time and don't know how this is going to turn out. So thank you everybody who watches this afterwards. Hopefully people do. And if you do, please leave some messages in the comments about what I can do better, what I did wrong, anything, you know, constructive criticism, praise, doesn't matter. Just let me know. Again, thank you. And thank you, Shigeru Miyamoto, for this game, because it's my favorite of all time. Have a good night, guys.